Welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. This is your daily meditative tarot reading for Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. My name is Benjamin Snavely, and this is a 4-card reading. Today I'll be using the Ethereal Visions Tarot by Matt Hughes. Let's go ahead and get started. So, for October 14th, 2020, for all signs of the zodiac, anyone that is listening, what is the theme of the day? What is the energy that we have the most control over? The energy we have the least control over. And then if we do right action and right thought towards the energy we have the most control over, what is the most likely outcome? Theme of the day: most control, least control, most likely outcome. Alright, so theme of the day: Two of Swords. So as you can see, you see this woman, and she is blinded, or blindfolded, so to speak, and she has two swords. So she has two competing thoughts. Swords represent our thought, our intellect, logic, reason. And so this lady is stuck between a choice, between two legitimate choices that each carry their own weight, their own value, and when looking at each one, they seem completely not comparable or even identical, but they both, you could go in either direction and be satisfied, be happy, make that choice and go in that direction, right? It's two paths converge, and you have to decide. And the thing is there is no right or wrong answer, and that's why she is at a crossroads. She is blinded from the truth, because there is no truth until you make your choice, and it doesn't matter which direction you go, because both will have positive and negative things on its path. And you're trying to find the answer, you're trying to find the truth, you're trying to use your logic, you're trying to make sense of the choices in front of you, but you can't, because they all have this equal value, but also your logic can only take you so far. Eventually you're going to have to use faith and make a choice and just say, I don't know what's going to happen, good or bad, but this is my choice, and I will take any of the consequences that comes with making that choice, because they converge in two completely different directions, and you'll never know if the other had value or not, and you can't compare them. And that's why you're stuck, because this is a crossroads. You are literally at a choice that will define your future life for a period of time. And so today, on Wednesday, October 14th, you have this choice, and you don't have to make it today. That's the idea of the Two of Swords, because you don't know the truth and you're at the crossroads. So today, you're simply recognizing that a choice in the future needs to be made. What you need out of all of this is to know that you will never have enough information to make yourself feel comfortable in making the choice. Eventually, you're going to have to take simply the information that you have, and you're going to have to make the most educated guess possible based on the future you like the most. That is it. But today is a day where you don't have to make that choice. Today is the day where you recognize there is a choice to be made sometime in the future. Please recognize you'll never have enough information to clearly say this is not the right choice and this is. You're just going to have to take a leap of faith. All right? But again, today is not the day. Today is you just simply being aware of that. The energy you have the most control of are your emotions. This is you being yourself. Here you have the King of Cups. So here is a man completely in his own emotions. He wears them on a sleeve. He is vibrant. He is vivacious. He is, someone that is giving and sympathetic, and is able to console you and give you words of wisdom, and he's he is able to express himself and be vulnerable and cry when a good story is told, and laugh and just be an emotional, available human being that is a male figure. So nurturing, but a male nurturing, you know. And this is what you have the most control over. So this is fire and water. So fire is kings, and water are the cups. So here it's like you're passionate today and you're also emotional today, but all of those things are under control, and you are completely within yourself, and you listen to your intuition as well as your passions, and you're able to kind of temper each one of them to make sure that either or doesn't get too out of control. But today is a day of feeling. Today is a day of understanding. Today is a day of sitting with your emotions and just trying to understand how you feel towards certain aspects of life. And that might be because you're coming into an awareness of this choice that has to be made. You know, should I stay or should I go? Should I choose choice A or choice B? So on and so forth. And so it's good to sit with your emotions today, as well as your passions. That way you can have a better understanding of what you care about and what you are devoted to, and what you are you want to be vulnerable with. Because emotions, just like love, is all about the choices we make, and the decisions we make, and being in control of our emotions instead of our emotions being in control of us, give us the best life possible. So you are in control of your emotions today, and they could be heavy or they could be light, but you are aware of them and you sit with them comfortably, and you go about your day very majestically as you come to a deeper understanding of yourself, with the emotions that are bubbling up today based on whatever is happening. And it seems like something that is not in our control is the Two of Cups in reverse. So here the Two of Cups is connection. It is emotional connection, right? It's kind of like a love spell has been cast upon, the two people that want to share these cups with each other. So it's reciprocity. It's the idea of give and take. It's the idea of, I recognize that I have emotions for you. You recognize you have emotions for me, and we want to act on those. And we also want to take care of your own emotions that you're giving to me, because I want to treat them with kindness and fairness, because I am being vulnerable and giving my emotions to you. So it's all about being considerate of others. But it's in reverse today. So the Two of Cups in reverse means maybe something has sullied, or maybe you're saying no to a connection, or maybe you thought there was something there, and you recognize after taking more stock into it and assessing it at a deeper level, even your own emotions towards it, you recognize it's not a good fit, or that it's not where you want to devote yourself. So this is something you don't have control over, and this could be someone else saying, hey, I thought we were going to vibe, and technically we don't. I think we should just go in our own ways. And you are going to sit with your emotions today, and you're going to be vibrant and majestic, and you're not going to be overly emotional or jealous or cranky or anything like that. You'll feel the pain, you'll feel the sadness, you'll feel the grief, but you'll also understand. Yeah, you're right, I see it. We wouldn't have worked out anyways, because I'm a dog person and you don't like animals, or whatever it is, or I have a kid and you don't want kids. Okay, well, instead of doing this for 2 or 3 years and then coming to this decision, I guess it's best now that we recognize these truths and go our own separate ways. So whatever it is, you're recognizing that the connection that you had made or the connection you were hoping to make um, is not as deep and does not resonate with you as much as you thought it had prior to today. So the energy we have no control over is our feelings or someone else's feelings simply saying, you know what, this doesn't gel the way I thought it maybe could have when we first said, hey, let's try this out. And it's okay to change your mind. It is completely okay to change your mind. You could have said yes to a job thinking it was a perfect fit, and then you had the weekend to reconsider and think about it, and now you have come to a decision saying, you know what, no, there's just too many things that are asking of me, and I don't have the time or the ability now to give myself over to this project or this job, and so I'm going to decline the offer even though I initially accepted it. That's okay, right? Now, by us sitting with our own emotions today, by us recognizing our own truth and our own understanding, and being in control of our own emotions, when we put right thought and right action into this behavior, and we model this behavior, and I mean, look at him. He looks regal. He looks like he's got his shit together, right? He doesn't look like he is going to be manipulative or mean or mad. He just looks like he's just gonna be real with you, and he's gonna share himself and his emotions, and he wants you to understand as deeply as he understands. And if you don't, he's sorry that you don't understand that way, but eventually you will. And so he's okay with you hurting now because he hurts now too. He just doesn't show it as much as you because he has more control, but he does have passion and he does have feelings, and he's not cold. He just has recognized that his passions and his emotions are not available in this endeavor, and therefore he's not going to waste your time or his time with pursuing it. And that leads to the Queen of Swords. So this is a woman who is endowed with wisdom, with keen perception. She's able to cut through any falsehoods, to cut through lies that we tell ourselves, lies that we tell others, and can get right to the heart of the matter. So this woman can see it, and you can't bullshit her. You can't pull a fast one around her. She is intellectually adept and aware of all that is going around. You cannot pull something over her eyes. You can't surreptitiously take something from her core and without her noticing it. She's a keen observer, and she recognizes people's motives. She recognizes where you're coming from and what you're trying to do with your words as well as your actions. And because you're able to sit with your emotions today, and you're in control of them, it gives you the ability to pay attention to other people's motives and see your own actions as well as other people's actions for what they really are. Okay? So nothing is going to get by you today, but you're also going to do it in a more loving way. Okay? You're going to be quick, you're going to be sharp, you're going to snap, but you're not trying to be rude. You're just you're brusque with it. You're not going to beat around the bush. You're just simply going to say it as it is. And yes, that might hurt people, simply because the truth can hurt and they could be lying to themselves. The theme of the day is having to make a decision but not having enough information to go on it, so people are going to make a choice. And what if that choice is, this isn't going to work out for me? Okay, well, what do you do about that? You can't do anything except for accept other people's truth. Okay, you sit with your own emotions and recognize, hey, maybe this wasn't going to work out, or I didn't see it going anywhere anyways, or there's always someone else out there waiting for me, and if you're saying no, then that just means that Mrs. Right is out there. It's all about being patient. It's all about recognizing your worth. If someone says no to you for whatever reason, let them go, because there's someone out there that completely vibes with you, and you just have to recognize your own worth and wait. Okay? Sit boldly with yourself and recognize the value of who you are and what you are, and be aware of other people's motives, and seeing other people's actions for what they are, and also be aware of your own. Don't lie to yourself, and be aware of what you're doing and saying to other people as well as yourself, because you can't hide from yourself. You can only lie to others and yourself for so long before the truth eventually comes out. And I'm not saying anybody is lying to anybody today, but what I am saying is, if that was happening, you would be able to see it for what it actually is, because nothing is going to get by you today, and also nothing is going to rattle your emotions today. You're going to sit warmly and fluidly and comfortably in your own emotions, regardless of the stirrings that your emotions bring up. So your intellect is on point and your emotions are on point. Okay? So something you can't control, some type of connection not working out, let it be. Okay? Theme of the day: knowing that I'm gonna have to make a choice, knowing that I will never have all of the information, knowing that whichever one I choose, as long as I stick by my choice, I cannot falter. Okay? That is what you need to remember today for Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. Now, let's look at the numbers. We have a 2, and we have another 2. Okay? So we're looking at opposites, we're looking at duality, we're looking at connections. And then we have 2 court cards, a man and a woman, right? Fire and water. And so we have 2 and 4, 5 and 6. 6 is a temporary opportunity. Okay? 6 is all about family. It's all about responsibility. So you're looking at something that is a temporary opportunity that you need to boldly assert your truth. Don't let something drag on simply because you're comfortable, simply because you don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers, simply because you don't want to hurt other people's feelings. Okay, well, what about your feelings? What about your truth? Recognize your own value and your own worth. And you would just be, if you're gonna deny someone else truth, then you're denying yourself truth. Don't do that. Okay, you have a responsibility to yourself. You have a responsibility to others to be truthful with your emotions and to be truthful with your intellect and your reason. Okay, just because a connection doesn't work out even though you thought it did, that's okay. Let it go. Just because you don't have the information to make a choice with 100% certainty, that's okay. That's life. That's what makes it beautiful. It's the unknown, right? So today is all about connection. Today is all about opposites. Today is all about a temporary opportunity and responsibility. And your responsibility today is to be kind to others as well as yourself and your emotions and your intellect. Okay, so if you like what you heard, please hit subscribe. If you want more content, go to Lost Connection Tarot at Facebook or at Instagram, which are other places you can get Lost Connection content. If you want a private reading with me, you can go to my home channel, my YouTube channel homepage, and you can book a reading where it says book now, or it gives you a link to my Square calendar. You can also find my Square calendar on my Instagram feed as well as my Facebook page. So I hope to see you guys all again. My name is Benjamin Snavely. This is Lost Connection Tarot. Have a great day. Bye.